going to study an important topic in molecular basis of inheritance, that is Human Genome Project. The entire DNA in the haploid set of chromosome of an organism is called a genome. In human genome, DNA is packed in 23 chromosomes. Human genome contains about 3 into 10 raised to 9 base pairs. Human Genome Project was launched in 1990 and completed in 2003. And this was the first mega project for the sequencing of nucleotides and mapping of all the genes in human genome. Human Genome Project was coordinated by US Department of Energy and National Institute of Health. Why HGP is called a mega project? Because of the following reasons. The human genome is said to have approximately 3 into 10 raised to 9 base pairs, and if the cost of sequencing is $3 per base pairs, then total cost would be about $9 billion approximately. The second reason is, if the sequence were to be stored in a typed form, each page of the book should contain 1000 letters and each book contain 1000 pages. Approximately 3300 books would be needed to store the complete information of DNA sequence from a single human cell. And the third reason, the large and enormous amount of data that was generated also necessitated the use of high-speed computational devices for the data storage, retrieval and analysis. Due to these reasons, HGP is called a mega project. Human Genome Project was in close association with a new and rapidly developing area of biology, which is known as bioinformatics. That is a scientific discipline that encompasses the application of computing science and technology to analyze and manage the biological data. Then comes the goals of Human Genome Project. The first one is, it is to identify all the estimated genes in human DNA. Second one, it helps for the sequencing of 3 billion chemical base pairs of human DNA. Third one, it stores the information in databases. Fourth one, it helps to improve the tools for data analysis. Fifth one, it transfers the related technology to other sectors. And the last point is, it addresses ethical, legal and social issues, collectively called LC, that may arise from the project. Then comes the methodologies of Human Genome Project. There are two main approaches. First one is Expressed Sequence Tag or ESTS and Sequence Annotation. In Expressed Sequence Tag, it focused on identifying all the genes that are expressed as RNA. In Sequence Annotation, sequencing the whole set of genome containing all the coding and non-coding sequences and later assigning different regions in the sequence with the functions. Then comes the procedure behind Human Genome Project. First of all, isolation of a DNA from a cell. Second, convert it into random fragments. Then clone in a host, that is bacteria or yeast, by using vectors. It is called a bacterial artificial chromosome or yeast artificial chromosome for amplification. After the amplification, these fragments are sequenced by using automated DNA sequencers, and this method was developed by Frederick Sanger. Then comes the arrange the sequences based on overlapping regions, and at last the alignment of sequences using computer programs. Frederick Sanger has also developed a method for sequencing of amino acids in proteins. DNA is converted to random fragments as there are technical limitations in sequencing very long pieces of DNA. Human Genome Project was closely associated with the bioinformatics. Bioinformatics is the application of computer science and information technology to the field of biology and medicine. Of the 24 chromosomes, 22 autosomes and 2 sex chromosomes are there. The last sequenced one is chromosome 1, that is on May 2006. Genetic and physical map on the genome were generated using information on polymorphism of restriction endonuclease recognition sites and some repetitive DNA sequences. They are called microsatellites. DNA sequencing was also done in some other organisms. Examples are bacteria, yeast, then a free living non-pathogenic nematode. Its name is Cenoharditis elegans, then Drosophila, and in plants like rice and Arabidopsis. In these organisms, DNA sequencing has done. Next comes the salient features of human genome. This is an important question. The first salient feature, human genome contains 3164.7 million nucleotide bases. Second one, the total number of genes are approximately about 30,000. Average gene consists of 3000 bases, but size vary. Largest non-human genome, that is dystrophin, that is present on X chromosome, which contain 2.4 million bases. Then the fourth feature, 99.9% nucleotide bases are same in all people. Only 0.1% differences makes every individual unique. Functions of over 50% of discovered genes are unknown. And the sixth feature is chromosome 1 has most gene, that is 2968, and chromosome Y has the fewest, which is 231. Seventh feature is less than 2% of the genome code for proteins. Eighth feature, very large portions of human genome is made of repeated, that is repetitive sequences. These are stretches of DNA sequences that are repeated many times. They have no direct coding functions. They shed light on chromosome structure, dynamics and evolution. And the last one is about 1.4 million locations have single base DNA differences. They are called SNPs, that is single nucleotide polymorphism, or SNPs. This helps to find chromosomal locations for disease associated sequences and tracing human history.